Ever wonder why you just can't put your phone down? Let's get into the psychology behind it.
You know that endless scroll? Yeah, that's not an accident. It's actually all by design. A lot of apps use what's called a desire engine. It's made to create a craving. It's called the hook model, a simple four-step loop that makes an app feel essential.
So you've got these 4 steps: trigger, action, reward, and investment. They create this powerful cycle.
Okay, let's break this loop down. First up, the trigger. Think of it as the spark.
A trigger is basically the itch. The real goal? Turn external pings into an internal urge. The action is just the scratch for that itch. A simple scroll, a tap, a quick search. Now the reward is unpredictable, kind of like a slot machine. That's what keeps you hooked. And finally, our investment. We put in time, data, or effort, making us more likely to return.
So how does this actually work? Let's look at 2 kinds of apps, painkillers and delighters.
Right, so painkillers like Uber solve an obvious problem. Delighters like Instagram create a new need.
And you can see the difference here. A study found Instagram is way more dependent on triggers.
Right, its main goal is to build an internal trigger, like boredom, to get you scrolling. But Uber, it doesn't need as many triggers. You already know you need a ride.
So the guy who created this model, Nir Eyal, literally wrote the book on getting people hooked.
But then he wrote the antidote. After teaching designers how to hook us, he taught us how to fight back.
His whole argument? The problem isn't the phone. It's our need to escape feeling uncomfortable. So he says we need to master those internal triggers to get traction in our lives.
Which brings us to the big question. Are we in control, or are we just being manipulated?
So on one hand, the argument is it's on us. Technology is just a tool, right? But the critics say, not so fast. They argue this lets the entire tech industry off the hook.
Their point is, blaming the user ignores that these apps are designed to exploit our weaknesses.
Some think a cultural shift is coming, where being indistractable will be the new status symbol.
So it really comes down to this. Where does our responsibility end, and where does their design begin?